All right, what is up? We are here with week five, I think. Week five of Friend Ball. I'm
Yep,
Diggory,
I'm meteorbower.
and we'll be recapping the match of meteorbower versus Stormysunshine.
Yeah, this was a fun one to prep for. I didn't really have a whole lot of stuff planned like prior to this week, and then as I was thinking about it more, I was like, you know what is one silly thing that Togedemaru can do? And it is you can run a fear set on it with a built-in focus sash in the form of sturdy. So every time you click Endeavor after your sturdy procs, you can just regain all that HP with a shell bell, haha, and then do it again.
Yeah,
So,
is that the only Pokemon that really has that setup going for it?
uh,
I mean, there's a
that
lot of
has
sturdies, but
you can do it with like Aeron, I think, who also kind of is known for doing that in like sand or whatever. So that way you can just kill stuff with passive sand damage as well.
does
Uh,
Aeron get quick attack?
no, that's what I mean. Is like you kill with
Okay,
sand damage
sorry.
as
Yeah, I
opposed to
follow.
follow up.
I was
Yeah.
thinking like, does that mean Aggron gets quick attack? That would look funny. Yeah, I'm when I was live watching this match, I did not notice the level one in the team preview. It's just not something I'm used to looking at.
Hehe.
So I wonder if Stormy saw that or not.
Yeah, that's one thing. I mentioned this to Hamster in DMs once. Is like one thing I need to remember more is that you can level down your Pokemon. So that way, like, if your slowest Pokemon is like base 30 and your opponent's slowest Pokemon is base 29, you can still underspeed them in Trick Room if you lower your level enough.
Dude, you're saying this to me as if last season I didn't run level 98 Delmise into you
Yeah,
for this
okay.
exact reason.
I wanted to raise this for the general public
Okay,
and
okay.
perhaps had repressed that incident.
Yeah, well, that's understandable. I think it was to underspeed either Tinglu or Slowking, one of the two or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that is the tech you can do, and I guess it's not always something people will notice on Team Preview if they're not looking for it. So what do you think of Stormy's matchup? I mean, you prepped for this. Is this what you expected, or lineup rather, not matchup?
More or less. Minus, I was expecting Tapu Lele to come just because I wasn't expecting like any. Like, it's a pretty good cornerstone for her team, so not seeing it kind of screwed with a little bit of my prep in that, like, I didn't bring a lot of priority. I only brought Fake Out on Togedemaru, I didn't bring it on Blastoise, I didn't bring Extreme Speed Genesect. And one of my more niche techs that I can't really recommend, but I did it, was packing Iron Ball on Kilowattrel, so in case she brought Fake Out on Medicham, I would still be able to get up Tailwind on it. But she didn't have terrain, so it was just slow. But oh well.
You didn't pack like electric terrain or anything, did you?
No, no,
Okay.
I actually don't. Kilowattrel probably learns electric terrain. That could have been
Well, I meant
fun,
like
but I feel
maybe
like
on Togedemaru or something. I realized it's a fear set, but
if Togedemaru ever clicks a button that isn't Fake Out or Endeavor, it's probably over. But I did the
um,
other moves on it were Spiky Shield and Encore, which I feel like I probably could have played slower and smarter with Spiky Shield, but whatever. We can talk about that when the match starts.
yeah. Well, like the lack of psychic terrain for Stormy, I don't really think helps them that much. I can't see anything on this team bringing priority, right, except the fake out. So I feel like
Yeah.
at that point you'd rather just have it so that you're getting that offensive boost from Medicham
Yeah,
and
and
Lele
my
itself.
team like loves priority moves. At least two fake out spammers plus
Genesect
Genesect
speed,
extreme
yeah,
speeds. Yeah,
yeah, hard
but
agree. Um,
again,
so
it was friend ball. We were both like in DMs before the challenge, being like, "Yeah, I brought some silly stuff." So
yeah, I think we say that every week because it's true. Like
yeah,
there's so much prep for people who like play this week to week that when it comes down to friend ball, they're like finally a break. I can you know not
yeah.
necessarily not prep, but like I don't have to stress about being
Can finally
optimal.
have a week of running gimmicks that you aren't confident enough running in a normal week.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and I
Well,
brought Douse Drive Genesect because I wanted to click Techno Blast because I nicknamed it Techno Void, but he didn't get to click it, as you will soon see.
that's a shame. This is something that I was thinking for. I think it was the another match you were in where I was wondering if Genesect had a drive. It's hard to see because it's, facing the other way. And your opponent, like, has no way of changing perspective. So I feel like it's kind of hard to examine Genesect.
Uh, I think it announces in the text like
Oh, you know what? It
I brought
does.
in
I see
Genesect
that.
DAOs or whatever. But I don't know
Even
if
here
that's
in
just
Team
because when
Preview.
I prepped it, I definitely picked Genesect DAOs from the dropdown. I don't know if you can select Genesect normal and then equip a Douse drive and have it show up normally. But yeah, I agree. It is like 4 pixels.
Well, you know what? Sylvali probably operates similarly, and I know in Team Preview and literally like after the drive or after the memory is revealed, it doesn't even like if you hover over Sylvali, it doesn't tell you that it says it's normal even after the drive or the memory is revealed. So it could be
Curious.
that your optimal play should be to just select normal Genesect week to week.
Yeah. Oh well,
Um,
whatever.
anyway, let's get this match started.
Yeah.
And Scooby.
And Ricky
Ricky
Baby.
Baby.
Nope,
I
that
always love
Scooby is
Stormy's
not the
nicknames.
dog.
Stormy brings very like good energy nicknames.
Yeah. So I see the Heatran lead, and I don't love it, but I figure faking out is pretty safe. And then she falls into my trap.
Wonderful. Trick Room up. You don't really care. Oh, I know you
Guess
said
who's
Trick Room.
back
You do
at
care.
full health? And the
Just a little
Heatran is
guy.
no longer a problem.
And we're running back, running it back.
Wait, I've seen this one before.
Yeah, I wonder if like just the realization of Shell Bell is you have that now, so hopefully
Yeah.
this is the last time it happens.
So the move here, I think, should have been me spiky shielding for a turn, so that way I could pray that something went for a protect and then I target it the following turn, but I think I just didn't want to waste my Trick Room turns. So Fear Togedemaru only gets 1 KO, and it actually doesn't get it because it goes to Aromatisse, but whatever. But they both had Encore, so I get to lock a dog into protecting.
Wonderful. Yeah, I think in my heart it's a Togedemaru fear kill.
As far as the government's concerned, Aromatisse got it, but Togedemaru did all the work.
I'm in charge of the black market stats. I can
True,
lie.
true.
But yeah, this Trick Room is going nicely. Not a lot of kills going, but you still definitely feel like the momentum's on your side with his Encore.
Yeah, and I guess Dockspun staying in, I don't really care about it, because I feel like it's just going to keep body pressing. The protect, like, into the partner Sludge Wave was pretty good. Like, I can see why she left it in, but now that Trick Room's down, I feel like there's not a whole lot that's going to happen in this following turn, because Gastrodon is so low and Blastoise outspeeds it natively.
I just got confused considering Stormy has played 2 matches this week, so I was going to say some stuff about the Gastrodon set, but it's actually the other match that I was thinking of, so never mind.
Yeah.
Trick Room is down, notably. I feel like Stormy's priority should have been to figure out a way to kill this thing. Like, let me go back here. So it was Dockspawn and had to switch out. Yeah, I think here's what needed to happen is, this thing is encored, and you know that you have 1 turn of Trick Room left. I think you switch out here to try to set yourself up so that the next turn you can take care of this Aromatisse. Otherwise, you're just, Trick Room will go back up. So I think that switch happens a turn late.
Yeah. I can see her vision. Also, the Moonblast getting the special attack drop I didn't notice, which I guess still wouldn't have killed Aromatisse, but...
It would have been close.
Yeah.
But yeah. That was lucky for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, switching out now into a Pokemon that I don't think really wants to be in Trick Room at all when it's pretty obvious that Trick Room's about to come up is... that's not optimal.
Yeah.
I don't think Stormy has very many Pokemon that want to be in Trick Room, though, which is why I was stressing the importance of trying to get that thing dead earlier.
Yeah. She did have Fake Out on Metacham. Unfortunately, my counter strat didn't really matter for it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
And then the Bullet Seeds come out, which really don't do as much damage. I think if this was Technician, which I don't know that it isn't, it might be Skill Link, just judging by how many 5s it's hitting. Like, Technician loaded dice would have gone hard.
Yeah, I think this is similar to Ambipom, where they both have, like, the same niche in this, but
yeah.
you obviously have a choice between, like, Banded Technician and, or sorry, Banded Skill Link versus Loaded Dice
Yeah.
Technician. I feel like Loaded Dice Technician is always the play because you have the move flexibility, and it might. I think it might mathematically what does the same damage, right? Or
Yeah. Although I guess like I think there's merits to both. Like banded skill link.
yeah, I guess it
or if
always
you-
hits 5, which is
Yeah.
the difference.
Yeah. I don't know. I
But-
think because Technician also will boost it by 50%, right? Except you'll
Right.
be able to select a different move. So yeah,
It,
that's
it
probably
gives
the
you
play.
the band, but you risk hitting 4 times instead of 5, so it's technically like an average less base power than the banded. But again, I think
But
your
it gives you
trade-off
security
is
and everything else. Yeah.
it allows you to run protect. It allows I think in general that's the play.
Yeah.
But I am also surprised that did like not as much damage there. I mean, Blastoise is very physically defensive.
I guess I ran max HP, but I didn't give it any physical defense bulk. So
Yeah. A nice heal pulse, keeping that thing alive.
and then no you.
Yeah. Very nice. Shaggy comes out to fake out again for, a turn of Trick Room, but I forget if it targets here.
I don't. Yeah, I think it goes for the Genesect and then body press into the Blastoise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like body press really isn't doing a whole lot for Stormy this match.
No, I wonder if, like, she was hoping it would get targeted somehow with a fire move, even though you have Mold Breaker.
Yeah,
why
if she had
backed
ability
it.
shields, that would have been
Right.
really clutch, because I had forgotten about that interaction. Both that Well-Baked Body would have procced if I didn't have Mold Breaker, and then I forgot that I had Mold Breaker, because I never look at Ogerpon's ability.
Yeah. And that Blastoise just dishes out so much, and we see a freeze.
Yeah, unlucky freeze on her part, for sure, because
Yeah, because it could
that
have
definitely could
here.
have killed Blastoise. But
Do you think it could have killed Kilowattrel?
I guess it depends on the moves. I was not running Sash because I was running Iron Ball, so if it had like Ice Beam, I don't even know if it gets that. But,
I don't know either, but unfortunate freeze. But yeah, here we are, just Ivy Cudgel, no fear. Well-Baked Body doesn't matter.
yeah,
Uh,
bonkies.
I don't know what item this is using. Oh, that's right. It's using Shell.
It has Shell Bell as well. I see.
That
I
is
see.
a little uncanny.
Yeah, I
2
think
Shell Bells.
kind of poor item choice, I guess, just because if you're not like confident enough in getting the setup on it, or if I like running Shell Bell Body Press, especially like if you're running Iron Defense or whatever, and then I bring in like any special move, there's no shot that you're like healing off all the damage.
Yeah, I could see the vision. It's a friend ball match. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
like
yeah.
that thing did manage to get up, yeah, I could see it. But you don't exactly have like too physical of a team, do you? I'm trying to think of who you didn't bring.
Well,
but, like
Salamence skews physical but runs mixed. Hariyama's physical.
okay, then I could see it. Then it just you happen to bring Wattrel and Aromatisse. And like Blastoise was certainly going to come, and I guess Genesect is also mixed,
Yeah.
or can be rather.
This one was pure special, but could be.
Yeah.
Not that you got to see it use any moves. Technoblast, Flash Cannon, and Bug Buzz.
Yeah, why didn't you switch out this turn? I guess you just didn't know it was carrying Fire Blast, huh?
Yeah, honestly, what was going through my head was I can't end this match without Genesect coming in because I want to get it in and click Technoblast, and then I just fucking forgot that it learns a fire move.
Yeah. I would think that a lot of people just start running random fire coverage into you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to be running Fire Blast Screamtail into you. Just a warning. This is a warning.
And then when I don't bring Genesect and I bring Salamence, Thick Fat Hariyama, Swampert, Mega Blastoise.
Bro, you know you want to bring Genesect into me.
Hmm.
Anyway, this is the match we're talking about. Sorry, getting off topic.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I mean, my review of this match is these were some fun sets. I don't necessarily agree with the no Lele, but like what here do you want to bring so badly over Lele? Is it the Chinchino? Is it the Darkspun? Because the rest I agree with bringing.
Yeah.
I like the Gastrodon a lot. Running Spread It seems like what is Sledge Wave for? I guess the
Ogerpon and Aromatisse, I guess, if they're on the field at the same time.
I wouldn't ever want to sit on the same field as Ogerpon though, as Gastrodon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I agree with that. I think Gastrodon just excels. Like you have to have the right matchup, obviously. Like you don't want to just stay in front of the Ogerpon, so you don't really want to run. I don't think you generally want to run covered for something that's going to OHKO you.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if you're underspeeding it. And
it's one of those things where it's like you definitely love to have it ready to come on the field whenever Blastoise is alive.
Yep. Yeah, and there's other things too. Like I feel like it's bulky enough that it's probably Wally and Genesect. Unless you're running like Grass Knot or something. I don't know what Genesect gets. But
yeah, I did not have a super effective move for Gastrodon this match. Instead,
many Pokemon don't.
Instead, I brought another water move. Teehee.
What? Oh, the Techno.
Douse Drive, yeah.
Blast, yeah. I wonder what that animation looks like. Is it just Hydro Pump?
I have no idea.
Click it sometime. Why don't you?
Yeah, I'll try harder next match.
Well, do you have anything else to say here in retrospect of the match?
That's about it.
Yeah. Well, we will catch y'all next week. What is next week's friend ball? It's I don't know.
Schedule.
Well,
week 6 is Technovoid versus Okurari.
Okay, that should be a good one.
Yeah.
Sort of a weather battle. Depends on if they bring their weather Pokemon, but Techno's probably rolling in his grave that I just called his team a weather team. But
he has 2 prankster rain setters, bro. If this isn't a weather team, I don't know what is.
Yeah. Well, that'll be a fun one. And hopefully we will be on schedule coming, the next week over.
Indeed.
All right, that's it.
Thanks for watching.